All righty, folks. Welcome back to Digitonic One. This is the Digitonic One News Hour. And we're going to do some. Going to talk about some headlines that are in the news today. All right, CNN is reporting Citigroup has mistakenly credited a customer account with $81 trillion. Someone must have hit a T instead of a B. If I had $81 trillion on my credit card as a credit, I think I would go out and just shop. I'd just go out and buy a freaking store after store. I'd just buy everything in the freaking store. Everything. Then I'd go buy me a bunch of trucks and hire a bunch of people and just pack everything in the stores and drive off with it. $81 trillion credit. Or just go to the bank and get a bunch of cash advances, I guess. And you can find cash. You can find a bank without that much money. Most of them don't have that much money, so probably just better off going and emptying out the stores and sitting out the parking lot and selling people stuff at a discount. Half price. Everything's half price, folks. There you go. 50% off. As long as you got cash. All right. Okay, I'm not sure what that's about. Daybreak or something. Walmart's best-selling $44 shower caddy set is on sale for $15, and shoppers highly recommend it. Well, hey, aren't they usually $15 anyway? So what they do, mark them up to 44, then they said, "Oh, we're going to mark them to 70% off, so you'll get it for $15." I mean, really, $44 for a shower caddy? I mean, it's a piece of freaking plastic. You know, $44. If you're paying $44 for a dang shower caddy, you got more money than freaking sense. You know. All right. Now this is in the UK. Stargazers are being treated to a rare sight as 7 of planets align in UK skies. Because UK is the only place that has sky. Hey, aren't there skies all around the world? Yeah, I think this has happened all around the world, but they want you to come to the UK to check it out, even though you probably see it anywhere else also. Just if you go out at the right time. All right. Here are 6 cheaper alternatives to the Jeep Gladiator. I don't know what they're getting for a Jeep Gladiator, but I've heard stories about the quality of the Jeeps that have been coming out. And it's not good stories either. Of course, you can always go out and get you one of them electric cars and, keep it charged up, Get one of them coal burners, baby. All right. Here we go. We got a Volkswagen, 201 horsepower in a box and no gasoline. Well, what are you running it on? Freaking pig shit or what? It's not hydrogen, it says, so I don't know. 201 horsepower. My freaking 2006 V6 has got 50 more horsepower than that, and it runs on 87 octane. All right, Paramount Plus, a full list of new arrivals. So Paramount Plus has got a whole bunch of new shows that are probably 6 episodes each. That's what they've been doing with the Star Trek. Well, that's Disney. Disney's been doing that with the Star Trek stuff or Star Wars stuff. They put up a new season, and it's like 6 episodes. Whatever happened to the days where you had like 20 episodes in a TV show for a season? Seasons are only 6 weeks long now. Okay, Costco, the 11 March Costco finds everyone is talking about. I have no idea, and I'm not going to click on this. I'm not going to click on it. All right, Papa John's suffers unexpected loss as customers switch gears. Well, when you start wanting more than $20 for a freaking pizza, it better be a damn good pizza. I mean, anything over $20 better be exceptional. I mean, I bought one the other day. It was like $22 at a little rinky-dink place that's local. They got like 5 or 6 different pizza shops in the area, and it was just outright horrible. I only got like 2 toppings, pepperonis and black olives, and the freaking thing was burnt. I didn't open the box before I left here. It was the first time I ever ate there. I should have opened the box because the freaking thing was burnt to a crisp. It was more like a hard pretzel than it was a pizza. So if you're making pizzas and you want more than $20 a piece, it better be damn good pizza if you want people to come back. Because if I pay $20 for a pizza at your place and it ain't good, I ain't coming back. Okay, the diesel engine used in more than 50 different vehicles. Well, that don't surprise me a bit. They're putting the same engine in almost all the new cars nowadays. Those little 1.5 liter pieces of crap. They're putting turbochargers on them, and I'm kind of wondering if they're going to last. A 1.5 liter car with a turbo on it. I wouldn't buy one. I wouldn't even buy a 2.0 with a turbo on it. I like V6s. They tend to last longer. But four cylinders, little bitty tiny four cylinders. I mean, I'm not too hip on tiny four cylinders. Google may be adding new hardware requirements for Chromebook Plus. Maybe adding a new hardware requirement. What's what? So I did actually go out and buy a freaking Chromebook Plus not too long ago. And now what they're going to say I can't use freaking I got to go out and buy something, a new hardware requirement. I don't know. That's probably just something BS. Okay, it's real. SpaceX takes on NEOs, Rocket Lab's big reveal, and Starship delays this week in spaceflight. Hey, I don't know why people want to go up in space and float around anyway. All you got to do is go down to your local swimming pool and jump in, and it's the same damn thing, except you get a little wet. If you got to spend $100,000 or 200 or 400 or $50 million to go up into space, why? I mean, if something happens up there, you're pretty much dead. If something happens to the ship you're in, you're pretty much dead. If aliens come and abduct you, they might bring you back in 50 years. Who the hell knows? And nobody's going to, if anything does happen to you and you do get abducted up there, they're not coming after you anyway. They'll just say, oh, well, he just disappeared. I don't know what happened. Must have slid out through the freaking toilet, All right. Ohio looks to add work requirements for Medicaid expansion benefits. I mean, what are they going to make you do? Clean a toilet, push a broom for a couple hours? They tried this years ago. You pay for the work. You had to go to work to get freaking welfare. They did it years and years and years ago when I was freaking like 20 years old. I remember them doing it. And all they were having people do was come into places and clean a couple toilets and, okay, you're good. And they go home. And these people, they're just harassing people. If you don't have insurance, they ought to have places people can go to get health care. I mean, there ought to be places people can go to get health care if they don't have health insurance, for free. I mean, how come they don't have doctors that are employed by the state? You walk in there, you tell them what's wrong, they write you a prescription. If you're lucky enough to get it filled, if you have the money to get it filled, good for you, But I'll tell you what, I've had the last insurance I had, it was total crap, and it didn't pay nothing. And every time I went to the doctor, the insurance paid like 17 or 18 bucks. And I ended up having to pay like 110 or something. They covered a little bit on the prescriptions, but it was the insurance to cover the doctor was freaking horrible. So, I mean, most of those prescription drugs anyway the side effects on them are just horrible. If you don't have to take prescription drugs, I wouldn't. And the doctors will tell you that I went to the urologist and he gave me some stuff because I was having trouble urinating. He says, this will loosen up your muscles around your urethra tube and it'll make it easier to pee. And I went and he gave me like 2 different pills and I said, what's the side effects of this, doc? And he said, oh no, there's no side effects. There's no side effects at all. He said, you just take this and it'll be okay. I went home and I looked that stuff up, and if you take that stuff for 1 year, this is both medications he gave me. If you take it for 1 year, you will end up impotent and sterile. Well, you know what I did with that crap, So I got online and I read that says all you need is some lycopene, and the way you get a lot of lycopene is you eat tomatoes, and if you heat the tomatoes up in a pan, it makes even more lycopene. So that's what I do. A couple times a week, I'll eat tomatoes, heated up tomatoes, stewed tomatoes or something, or I eat chili with tomatoes in it. And that seems to work just fine. And I don't think that's making me sterile or impotent. I know it's not making me impotent. I don't know about sterile, but I sure as hell ain't impotent. All right. Last but not least, you got robot with kung fu moves. That's right. You can get you a 4-foot robot that if you piss it off, it'll be kicking you in the balls. Only $16,000. That's right. These little 4-foot fucking robots are only they're you can get one for 16 grand, I hear now. Now they got kung fu moves. So don't piss it off. Don't call it shorty or nothing. All right, all right. Oh, here's one more thing. No one knows what this ancient script says, but now there's a $1 million prize to crack the code. That's right. If you crack code, you get $1 million. This is on CNN now, so it's got to be legit. Everything on CNN's legit. Everything. So call up CNN. They'll answer the phone. I've called them up before. They'll answer the CNN and ask them who's paying it and what's the thing you got to crack. Call them up. Just look up the phone number. They'll answer the phone. Fox News won't answer the phone, but if you call CNN, they'll answer the phone. All right. So that's the way to make $1 million. And that's it. That's officially it. Goodbye. Talk to y'all later. Digitonic 1, over and out.